Awesome. Should work. Let's see. There we go. So go ahead and get started in a seat. You can sit on a block if you'd like, or a pillow, whatever works, what feels good in your body. And see if you can have two blocks with you, right? So either one is under your seat or both are at the top of your mat. And once you find a seat, sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes, take a big breath in. Long exhale. And a few more rounds like that. Thinking about that expanding on the inhale, softening on the exhale. So breathing all the way into the top. Maybe even open up your mouth, letting out a sigh. When you're ready, sit up nice and tall. Think about the crown of your head, reaching up higher. Sweep the arms out and up. Take a big breath in to rise. Interlace your fingers above your head and flip your palms up. Look to your pinky fingers. Feel the chin rise. And then exhale, release your hands down. Take your hands behind you and then plant your feet hips width distance apart, toes pointing forward. And then take your next breath in to lift your seat up. And then maybe a little bit of a rock side to side. So we just start to move in the shoulders a different way. Press down through the feet. Take one more breath in, maybe look up to the ceiling. And then exhale, release your seat down. And cross your shins. You can remove that block or that pillow, place it off to the side, and have your two blocks at the top of your mat. Find tabletop pose. And then take a round of cat-cow. So take a breath in to lift the heart, lift the chin. And then exhale to round your upper back. Press into your hands and drop your head. Come back to neutral. Send your right leg behind you, but tuck your toes onto the ground. So your right toes tuck and press back through the heel. Get that stretch in the calf. Let that feel good. And then spin that heel down, reach the right arm up. And then reach the right arm alongside your right ear. So the fingertips reach forward. Can you press down through that right foot a little more so you can get more length in the right side? Take one more breath in, breath out. And then reach the right hand back up. And then swing it towards the back of your mat just for a moment to like create a circle, and then bringing that hand down to the mat. And then find three-legged tabletop. Lift that right leg up to step your right foot outside your right hand, coming into lizard. So wiggle walk that foot. And then you can bring your hands up to your blocks. Bring them to the highest setting. So you can start to rock your hips forward and then feel your heart lift, chin lifts. And then keeping your hands on blocks, pull your hips back and pick your right toes up. Just deepen that stretch in the back of the right leg. Do that again. Inhale, rocks you forward, heart lifts. And then exhale, pull the hips back, right toes pick up. And then you'll rock back forward into that lunge. Now stay with me. Send your left toes over to the right. And then you can bring those blocks a little closer together. Wiggle walk that right foot in a little towards the center of your mat and rise up to a modified warrior two. So your right knee is like at a right angle. Reverse your warrior here. So your right hand will rise. And then find right Forearm to right thigh, side angle. Reach your left arm over your ear. And then like you did on the other side, I want you to press down through the left knee to reach through your left fingertips. Maybe even start to spin the chest a little higher and look up. Take one more breath in. Back to warrior two. Now move the blocks just off to the side so you can create this new transition. I want you to take your left hand towards the back of your mat. Pick the right leg up, hip height. So you're finding a modified side plank, but your leg is lifted. Reach right arm over your right ear. Take a breath in, pull it apart. And then exhale one time, elbow and knee tack, draw them together. Inhale, pull it apart. Now this time, right hand will grab your right knee, hold on to it. Look to the back of your mat, bring your right foot there. You're landing in a lunge. Now we're gonna do some like funky movements. Reach both arms up, find that lunge, facing the back of your mat. Your right foot is forward. Right hand to your left wrist, lean over to the right. Let that feel good. Take one more breath in, reach up higher. And then bring your hands down inside that right foot. Now this time, tuck the back toes and lift your left knee off the ground. You'll spin that heel down, rise up to warrior two. And then reverse your warrior again. Right hand will rise. Side angle, forearm to your thigh, left arm over your ear. Now press down through the left foot. Reach through the left hand. One more breath in, maybe spin the chest a little higher. Back to warrior two. Straighten the legs, reach the arms up, parallel the feet. Hands through your heart, fold forward, bow the chest. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Open your mouth, refold, let the head drop. And it's back to halfway lift. See your left foot. So at the top of your mat, frame it, low runner's lunge. Now stay with me, step right foot to meet the left, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Hands walk up your thighs to stand all the way up. Arms down along your sides, palms forward, mountain pose. Shrug the shoulders. And exhale to release. Sweep the arms up and bring your hands to your heart. Start to shift the weight into the left foot. And start to bend through the right knee here. Your right knee will bend. I want you to take your right hand to the inside of your right foot. So a shape I don't often teach, but we're going for it. It's dancer's pose. So I want you to think about kicking that foot back into your hand first, and then slightly tipping your chest forward, maybe reaching the left hand forward. So think about that kicking back action, but also the lifting of the heart. One more inhale right here. And then exhale, release. Right foot meets the left. Land in mountain pose. Again, shrug the shoulders. Open the mouth. Let it go. And now switch to the other side. We're going to do both sides, both times, right? So we're going to shift to the right foot. Bend through the left knee. Take your left hand to that foot on the inside, like the arch of the foot. And then maybe right hand comes to your chest as you kick back first. Then tip forward, reach right hand forward if you wish. And you can even soften that right knee, but lift through the heart. One more inhale. And then exhale, release. Land in mountain pose, just a moment to reset, breathe in. Open your mouth, clear it out. And then reach the arms out and up. Inhale to rise. Softly bend the knees as you fold forward. Take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Plant your hands and just step back to downward facing dog. Huge inhale to stay. Big exhale to empty. And then use your inhale to rise up to your toes. Slow exhale to drop your knees back down to the ground, tabletop. Lift the heart, find cow on the inhale. And then exhale to round into cat on the exhale. Back to neutral. Grab your blocks. Just make sure they're at the top 2 corners of your mat. And then send your left leg behind you, but tuck the toes onto the ground. Press back through the heel. And then spin that heel down, reach left arm up, big breath in. So all of that on the other side here. Reach left hand forward. Press down through the left foot. Reach a little bit further. Take one more inhale. And then reach back up to the sky on the exhale. Swing it down and around, land in 3-legged tabletop. That back leg will rise. Step left foot outside your left hand. Wiggle walk it to your lizard pose and then grab your blocks. Rise up. Rock the hips forward, lift the heart, lift the chin. And then exhale, pull the hips back, pick left toes up. You know it. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, rock forward, breathe in. Exhale, pull back. And then rock forward as you inhale. Start to take your back toes, your right foot, send it off and over to the left. You can move your blocks off to the side, wiggle walk that foot in, rise up to that modified warrior 2. Reverse it, left hand will rise, and then forearm to your thigh, right arm alongside your ear. Keep pressing down through the knee actively, so you can really reach through the fingertips. Take one more inhale, stay. And then back to arms out like that T shape, just enough to drop the right hand to the back of your mat. Pick the left leg up, hip height. Reach left arm over your ear. And here you go. Pull it apart, breathe in. Elbow and knee tap. Pull it apart. And then left hand to your left knee. Look to the back of your mat. You find the low lunge. Your left foot is in front and reach the hands high. Breathe in. Left hand to your right wrist, lean over to the left. Inhale to rise back up. Bring hands down inside that foot. Tuck the back toes and lift the right knee up. Spin that heel down, rise up to warrior 2. And then reverse it. Left hand will rise, let that feel good. Extended side angle, your last one. Forearm to thigh, reach through your right fingertips. Press down through the foot. See if you can spin your chest up a little higher. One more inhale wherever you are, and then come back to warrior 2. Straighten the legs, parallel the feet. This time, take the arms down along your sides and interlace your hands behind you. Start to lift the heart, breathe in, maybe press the palms together. You can keep that bind or release it as you fold, whatever feels good in your shoulders. You want to soften the knees, awesome. And then release that bind. Walk the hands under shoulders, halfway lift. Just one exhale to refold, drop the head. And halfway lift again. Frame your right foot, low lunge, facing the front of your mat. Step left foot to meet the right. Halfway lift. Walk your hands up your thighs. Stand all the way up. Mountain pose. Arms down along your sides. Soften your gaze. Shrug the shoulders. Let them release. And then hands come to your heart center. Shift the weight into that right foot. Bend the left knee, and it's your dancer's pose. Grab inside the foot. Now make sure that knee isn't splaying out to the side. Hug it in first, then kick back. So think hips squaring off, shoulders squaring off. You may not go as high, but that's okay. You're letting that action sort of turn the hamstrings on, letting the front of the hip get a little bit longer. Take one more breath in, and then exhale, release. Arms down along your sides for a moment. Breathe in, clear it out, and then shift the weight to the left foot, other side. Right knee bends, but keep it hugging in towards the other. And grab for the foot first, kick back, then tip slightly forward. Keeping that broadness across the collarbone. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Arms down along your sides, palms face forward. One last time here, your biggest breath yet. Inhale. Really open the mouth. Long exhale. Sweep the arms out and up. Rise this time. Interlace the fingers overhead. Flip the palms up. Look up. One more big breath in here. Soften through the knees. Fold forward. Allow the hands to release. Halfway lift. Plant your hands downward facing dog. And this time, pull forward to plank, knees on or off the mat. Lower all the way down to your belly. Take your hands out a little wider, tent them, lift the chest, find wide cobra. And exhale, lower down. And then just roll onto your back here. Just like a simple little transition. So your head is towards the top of your mat, your legs are towards the back of your mat. Take a moment here, just with legs long, back of your head on the ground. I want you to take one more big breath in. Clear it out. You have one more active pose. I want you to flip your palms down. Keep arms down along your sides. Bend your knees. Plant your feet. And then start to lift your seat. Bridge pose. Gaze straight up towards the ceiling. Stay here for 3. In and out through your nose. You breathe 2. Last 1. And then slowly lower down. Wiggle walk your feet a little wider apart and knock your knees together. One hand to your belly, other hand on top of that. Close your eyes.
Allow this to be your place of rest. Or you can take your legs long. Of course, any other final shapes or movements that you're breathing before you rest. You can land in stillness.
Notice your next incoming breath. Allow that breath to send a little more energy to your fingers and to your toes. Maybe even rock your head gently side to side. And you can reach your arms overhead and point your toes forward. So think a long body stretch. So nice. And then just start to bend your knees, either hug them into your chest or just roll right onto your side. You'll make your way up to a seat in your own time. Of course, no rush to get there. But once you're there, sit up nice and tall. Take a moment of pause. Maybe notice if anything has shifted just by stepping on your mat, by breathing, by moving. And even by asking your body to just like pause, slow down. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. Slightly bow your chin to that space. Just honor yourself for again making space in your day to create a little more space in your body, space in your breath, maybe even space between your thoughts. Take your thumb tips to the center of your forehead, maybe even lift your chin, your face. Namaste. Thank you for showing up.